Hello, this is Matthew Kreklow, and welcome one, welcome all, to the first inaugural Fatty Matty Awards. Each year around Oscar time, we'll be analyzing the best in television, movies, and music, because there's nothing else I even care about. Music, specifically only the categories of hip-hop, alternative rock, and best overall album. TV shows in a lot of different categories, and only a few select movies. Today, let's start with overall show of the year, as well as best animated show. So it's a twofer, two Fatty Matties for South Park. Now, South Park was created in 1997 by the duo Matt Stone and Trey Parker. It was originally a short, The Spirit of Christmas. They sent it in to execs around the network and other people. It quickly becoming one of the first ever viral VHS videos. They rose to acclaim. I believe a Cannibal the Musical came out before. So they had a whole movie that was... It was somewhat funny, so, you know, they trust them enough to release the pilot. They spent an entire month on the first episode, and after it came out in 1997, the rest is, as they say, history. Over the years, the show's experimented with different formats, including one season being 2-hour-long movies, as well as now switching to 6 episodes a season of higher quality episodes as opposed to 14 or so a year. I would say seasons 15 through 20 don't even watch, but other than that, South Park is an amazing show, built by amazing people, and one of the best reasons to watch it is because they only spend 6 days to make every episode, except, of course, probably the season finale a little bit, but definitely the season premiere. They at least spend a month on it because they're not crazy. But every other episode is made in 6 days from start to finish, like SNL, and it makes it so fresh. And by the way, do not cancel South Park. And I don't know why Mary and Megan are suing them. It makes no sense. It's completely ironic. So let's move on to the next one. So the first two Fatty Matties for best overall TV show and best animated TV go-to, South Park. On to the next Fatty Matty. In case you're wondering, South Park got it has an 80% Rotten Tomatoes. On to the next Fatty Matty. This one also won 2 specific Fatty Matties for Best New TV Show and for Best Overall Comedy Series. The 10-part mystery comedy series, Poker Face. This is Natasha Lyonne's third big thing after, of course, Orange is the New Black and her namesake Russian Doll. And it's just great. If you got Peacock, I'm not sure. I think how it works is usually like even for free you get like the first 3 episodes or so usually. Then you have to. It's worth the $5 just to watch this. Trust me, it's an amazing show. And Fatty Matty for best new TV show of the year and best comedy goes to Poker Face. On to the next Fatty Matty Award. The Fatty Matty for Best Animated Movie of the Year. On to movies, we'll be back to shows later. Bounce around a little bit. This one I have not seen yet, I'll admit. On March 10th, it comes out on Peacock, so get your little grubby paws ready. I believe it will be a premium-only picture. It's amazing, 5% Rotten Tomatoes. The Shrek movies kind of have dipped down a little bit in quality. It is the DreamWorks namesake. I feel like once Disney stepped away from DreamWorks, the Shrek movies dipped down a little bit in quality, especially the last one or the last couple stuff. But the last Puss in Boots was only okay. But I am confident in saying this one was a little bit better, even though I haven't seen it. I've heard it's really good. I think it will be fun. I've heard they kind of tease that there might, they're kind of teasing that there might be a new Shrek movie or maybe a new movie in the Shrek-verse type thing. Who knows? So that might be fun too. So I love it. And while Mike Myers is still kicking, on to the next Fatty Matty. Okay, and I guess Megan is spelled with a 3. I get confused. On to another thing I haven't seen, but my family saw it. They really liked it. It's from the creators of Saw, and most notably recently Annabelle. This one's really interesting. I haven't played any trailers on any of the other shows. I got to be a little careful with playing trailers for copyright. I'm going to play a couple seconds of it just to give you an idea what Megan's about. Everybody, please take the time to like, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned for Fadding Around with Matthew Correct episode 13 tomorrow.
Your court-mandated basketball coach.
Oh, we got another ad in front of the trailer. That's okay because this gets the Fatty Matty honorable mention for movie to watch. I think this will be a great movie. It looks really good. So I'm going to play with the app. I was going to mention it anyway.
Feeling lonely.
Let's pause this video because it's an ultra. Oh, just so you know, this video is brought to you in ultra crisp 720p. It is 60 frames per second, so it's crispy 720. But yes. Yeah, I wish I could get the video clearer, but at least it will play probably.
Yeah,
as clear as I get it. Here we go. That's a little better.
Crazy. It's insane, right?
Okay, so I don't want to get copyright struck for Billie Eilish, and I don't want a copyright strike for showing the whole trailer, so I think I can get away with playing like a couple seconds. I can get like a couple seconds grace for that. Yeah. Oh! Another I apologize for how many of these I haven't seen. Technically, I haven't seen the newer seasons of True Detective, but I OG watched the first and second season. I really couldn't get through the second season because it wasn't that good, no offense. I know some people thought it was okay. The first season is one of the best pieces of television history. That's why I wanted to give it an honorable mention, because I heard they really tried hard with season 3, especially with season 2 being a shit show. So I think it's worth the watch. I heard season 3 is watchable at least. I think at one point that score was at 50%. So at least 76. It should have been for season 2, but yeah. Now it's 76 for both audience and tomato, which is kind of rare to have both exactly matching. And it's a solid show. So give it a watch. That's HBO Max. Okay, on to my first Disney Plus mention. There's only going to be 2, and for good reason. I'm not a big fan of it. But to give credit where credit's due, this gets the Fatty Matty for best not sci-fi. Was it specifically superhero? Now I'm trying to think what category this even was. I don't even know. It might have been like adventure or fantasy, but it's best. It's definitely it deserves an honorable mention. Fatty Matty, no matter what. It's a great show. It's the most watchable thing on Disney Plus. It's great. WandaVision's great. It's a must. It's a must watch. There's absolutely no reason not to watch it. So yeah, I would definitely check it out. Oh man. Are we moving on to Attack on Titan? Okay. That'd be a word for best anime. It gets the Fatty Matty Best Anime of All Time award, as well as the Best Anime of the Year award. So Attack on Titan, I think, overall, is the best anime of all time. It also is the best anime this year. It excitingly concluded, I think, a 3rd or 4th extra season came out this year. Then they even added an extra part to that. But I already thought it was supposed to be done. And I know there are people who said there wasn't going to be any new ones, but there was one like a couple weeks ago. And they're like all on Hulu, I'm pretty sure. And it's pretty cool because they're like releasing straight direct from Japan to Hulu, which is pretty neat. Which a lot of times like a delay to get that stuff. Also, obviously, Crunchyroll, but it used to be on Netflix. It goes on and off on Netflix, but always on Hulu, a great show. Obviously, would recommend it if you're not above 17, just for has really interesting imagery. I think I was around 17 when I watched Attack on Titan for the first time. Probably I wouldn't think it's appropriate for someone under that age because it's just there's some very interesting imagery. I think it would give average kid nightmares with some of the stuff. Unless, that's my personal opinion. Best overall talk show of the year. We got Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It doesn't have enough ratings to have a tomato meter, but it's got average audience. It deserves 80, it deserves 90. It's a great show. Look at now he has gray hair. It's the only watchable late night talk show. What more do we gotta say? It deserves a Fatty Matty, and it will probably get one every year. There's no other way to put it. It's the forever Fatty Matty for that one. I couldn't find a war movie that was relevant enough to put in the category, which is kind of disappointing. Maybe last year, you know what? I didn't search it to All Quiet on the Western Front. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard the remake was pretty good, the original, and pretty nice. But I would say best war movie of all time is All Quiet on the Western Front. If you haven't seen it, it's also it's one of the only war movies you watch that really makes you feel like you're inside of a war. But you know what? I did actually mention war movie. So yeah, scratch that. Rogue Heroes is worth a watch. But yeah, so that gets a Fatty Matty for worth a watch. So now on to best LGBT related. I picked one or two, I forget. But from the Love Simon universe, Love Victor. I want it's kind of like asking to copyright claim. I feel like other channels that do trailer commentary, but it's like, well, plus there's a good chance the trailer has a copyrighted song, and it's, yeah. But yeah. Please like, comment, subscribe, start the Patreon, $2.99 a month. World Diaries, honorable mention for best documentary on Netflix. $2.99 a month for the Wednesday album review show, hour long. You get a new song every day. 2-hour bonus Sunday fan room after cloud. And $5.99 you get the album review show. And $3.99 for just the extra hour and the bonus song every day. Bonus show on Sunday. Love Victor. Yeah, Pinocchio. Oh yeah, we're about to Pinocchio. So for best, for director spotlight, for Fatty Matties, we got Guillermo del Toro. I'm spotlighting him for 2 recent projects he's made. His Cabinet of Curiosities on Netflix, which I don't have shown here, but also his Pinocchio. He spent 1,000 hours on it. It looks quite interesting. It's got a great score. He spent a lot of time on it. He's trying to bring back like traditional stop motion filmmaking. None of it's CGI. He could have went the easy route. I think it's a great movie. I think it's definitely worth a watch. It's actually, I'm surprised. It's actually so good. It's also in theaters, which doesn't surprise me completely. It's good enough to be in theaters. Not a lot of movies do Netflix and theaters. So that should tell you something right there. It makes sense in theaters, though, because just the cinematography would be amazing in theaters. If I went to theater, I would probably get to see that. So for director mention of the year, I don't category Pinocchio in anyway. Already was the best animated movie was. Okay, so just for the sake of it, I don't listen to hip hop, but I thought in music right now, alternative rock is not that popular, but it's what I like. So I did an alternative rock album of the year, overall album of the year, and hip hop album of the year. I didn't even listen to it, for real. The only reason I'm doing hip hop album of the year, I don't know anything about it, and the one I picked, I just thought, okay, Rolling Stone is the top 25 of 2022 for hip hop albums, so I'm like, I'll feature the top album, no matter what it is, and I'll read a little bit about it, and we'll kind of learn about it. And I just, I know enough will definitely in my, watch my channel. Enough people listen to hip hop for this to matter. So it's Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, for hip hop Fatty of the year. And let's read a little bit about it. I would play an excerpt from it, but I obviously can't. So these days he's firmly in command of his place among rap greats. Pusha T's fourth studio album. It's a subtle nuance that separates Pusha T from the pack. It talks about wealth, but also what it means to really have taste. I would honestly spend more time on it, but I don't know nothing about rap. On to, let's see here, I'm going to do this. Which one's which? Oh, okay. On to alternative rock album of the year. It is Red Hot Chili Peppers, Return of the Dream Canteen. Red Hot Chili Peppers blessed us with 2 all-new albums this year. They got a surprisingly low rating. I think their other one might have been rated higher. But from Warner Music, it's Return of the Dream Canteen. I thought it was a solid Red Hot Chili Peppers album. I think there's some wins on it, some loses on it. I think Tip of My Tongue is a lot of fun. I think it's a good album. So yeah. Here's the other one. They did Unlimited Love. So I would say they both got Fatty Matty Best Alt Rock Album of the Year. You know, honestly, I'd say if I had to pick one, I'd give it to Unlimited Love, because Unlimited Love honestly has more solid song selection. And most Red Hot Chili Peppers would agree. Like, if you're gonna pick one, you'd pick Unlimited Love. It just had more radio tunes too. There wasn't many like radio tunes. This even got a lower score, surprisingly enough. These should have both got around 9. I'm not really These score, with some of the schlock music that comes out, the Red Hot Chili Peppers gets a 6. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's it. There's actually the first ever Fatty Matties went by a lot quicker than I thought they would. But yeah, around 15 minutes. That's around the average. This is not a fatting around episode, to clarify. I thought it'd work better as its own thing. So every year we'll do, the Fatty Matties, just a little bit, just celebrating current movies and TV shows and music. It wasn't strictly informational and a little video in it. It was not much comedy in it, and it's something different. And I thought something different would be good. So if you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Subscribe to that Patreon. And why are you watching me? Seriously, like, assess your life. Anyone who's watching me is honestly the worst.